Okay. Okay. Pretty good blocker. Yikes. God's breathing though. He sucks, but he's good. He was a baller last year. scared. We've improved. From 81 2 years in a row, 85. Maybe jump to a 90 next year if Butcher stays.
A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. And the Huskers about to kick it away and get this season started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Florida State's offense. Field for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Noles are on the move. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Using the quick game. There he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time today. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Might be calling a hot route. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Man, he's got 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. After the run, now to throw. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Callow. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Touchdown, Seminoles! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
They're just terrible.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Now on 1st down from the 30. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll leave it with him. Finds a little space. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like too heavy.
Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's caught out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
They'll go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
It is the heart and soul of the team.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Now on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Starts to scramble to the left. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that drive covered 40 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Shakes off the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback keeps it. Makes a man miss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He now has 106 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Rossi. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Now the pitch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Beautiful play.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. This quarterback part of their running game.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick.
Brings it down on the right side. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He now has 79 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment in the 4th quarter.
And the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. 1st down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the run, it's Rossi. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in this sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, collide. Conference supremacy in play. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the Tennessee Volunteers taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Vols will kick this away to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense comes on the field first today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Catch made on the out route. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
They'll run it from the gun. As the first down is still going. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Because this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
And we're able to get him down.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it.
Mowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Volunteers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. We've got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A play action, looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. They keep him off balance with a run. First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Pitch play to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Grabbed by the receiver. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stuffing the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
Quick pass, the catch is made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Makes the grab on the move. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Runs through the defender. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on third down, sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Tailback takes the handoff again, running through the tackle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's ETN. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Huskers. But they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. He breaks free. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They pick up the first on the ground. And the Vols pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the...
Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The Vols begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Play fake, looking to throw. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab made by the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The shotgun running play call. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Huskers bring their punt team onto the field. This one will be fair caught. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Davis. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Turner. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. They'll kick it away here. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Finds his man. It's ETN. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver grabs it. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll throw it now. Catch made on the right side. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. That's how you finish a play. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made by the tight end. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking for his big tight end. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Tremendous toughness here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Volunteers will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
He's running out of time here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The ball's hustled to the line to run the hurry up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
Force the fly fucking open.
Strong game by this quarterback.
Planning
People
after trying the extra point.
Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That gain sets up a third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The offense will stay on the field for this fourth down attempt. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught over the middle. It's ETN. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
What a conversion here by this offense. You know, the ball is thrown short of the first down marker. Shows you the trust this quarterback has in this receiver. Makes the catch, and then a great effort there to pick up the yards after the catch for the first down.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Cornhuskers come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line.
Look how they're screwing me here.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. If you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. The Volunteers come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
The quick throw out left, complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Third down, out of the shotgun. He's going to take off. Gets some space around the 30. That gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Vols pick up enough for a first down. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Receiver in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Vols. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. And it's field of returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He makes the grab. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Looking for a man. He flips it to the back across the middle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock. But these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as you come up on second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it on the move. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
And he'll drop back here on third down. With the catch, it's ETN. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Leaning on the run game here late. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Cornhuskers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. He bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. The balls will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Okay, here comes the hurry-up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it on the move. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Tennessee. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, that's the first step, Chris. They get the touchdown to bring them within one score, and now they got to get the ball back. They have to stay focused here. They're going to need a little luck with such little time remaining.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Inside the 40. Quarterback just kneels down. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will get first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Punch it out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rutgers. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Calls his own number. Crosses the 35. It's a seam wide open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero, get the stat, maybe get the sack, get upfield. But you've got to play team defense. 11 guys doing their job. They did not get it done there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drop.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Open content, we should be able to outship him.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And you could...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running through contact. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bringing the heat. Flips it out on the screen. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rib.
Breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put...
Makes the grab on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Finds his big tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rossi. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Huskers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
Got the back over the middle.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Exactly.
The Scarlet Knights.
Oh.
The line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Got it behind the line. It's Etienne. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. The Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups when you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moves away as he feels pressure. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations where you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep
turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rossi.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Finding open areas. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. They feed him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Huskers are marching down the field. They go to the ground.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Bust through behind his pad. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room in into the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Cornhuskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. The quick out. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Finds his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Scarlet Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You just can't put this game away.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got his man on the right. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The run from the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Scarlet Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to move on from that first down play. 2nd and goal from the 12. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the court.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone, but no, the officials, he was out of bounds, and the quarterback. To rethink taking a chance like that. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets the back moving. He'll start this drive firing. Grabs it in the middle. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Corners are going to bail. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in. turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pocket breaking down. Caught behind the line. It's Rossi. At the 20, he's got space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Myers on the move. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to beat Greg right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop you.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.